Rock Bando in the fourth quarter, and if he is called upon to see some more snaps, how confident are you in him?
Yeah, he did a great job Saturday night. Came in, did what was asked of him, and so we're very confident in him. One of the things we do, and we pride ourselves as coaches in this program, is fall camp. Guys are getting reps. We're going 2 fields, so the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, everybody's getting reps, and that's beneficial. So we feel like we have depth. We feel like if a guy goes down, we have the next man up mentality, and he stepped in and did a great job Saturday, and if his number's called, we're confident that he's going to do the work again this week.
Illinois' pass rush has been pretty good
Yeah.
so far. How much of a challenge does that present for
Yeah,
that offense as a whole?
big challenge. They want to cause disruption. They get after it up front, and they don't do a whole lot in the back end, but they're really disruptive. They twist, they move a lot up front. So we've got our hands full. And I think if we can do a good job of protecting Adrian and giving them a clean pocket, there's throws to be made, but they present definitely a challenge in terms of protecting and keeping them clean.
As the offense as a whole, was that closer to kind of what you guys envisioned?
Yeah, we're getting better each week. Week 2 we were better than we were week 1. Week 3 we were better than week 2. So we got to take the next step this week. We can't turn the ball over. 1 is too many. So we got to make sure we have 100% ball security. We need to finish drives better. With our kicking situation as it is, we got to score touchdowns, and we can't put it in the kicker's hands. We got to put it in our own hands and execute on third down and finish drives. Special teams did a great job of creating good field position. Defense is doing a good job creating turnovers, giving us good field position. We got to finish better. So that's one of the things we've stressed and we've worked on this week.
Sure, they have a pretty good pass rush.
Yeah.
They have a pretty good pass rush in general. What have you seen on film from Illinois, and how do you guys kind of deal with what they've got?
Yeah, just that. They're a reflection of Coach Smith, a defensive coach, getting after it up front, trying to cause disruption, trying to get a pass rush with 4 guys and not necessarily have to blitz and bring an extra guy. So they do a lot of twisting, stunts. So our hands are full. So we got to get the ball out quick, make sure that Adrian has a clean pocket, move the pocket at times, just change it up in terms of what they're going to see from us. But the big point of emphasis is making sure that we give Adrian time, and O-line has worked on the different stunts and the different pressures that they do bring, and we feel confident they're going to do a great job.
What did Eastern Michigan do right? Because they had success.
Yeah, they made some big plays. When the big plays were there, they made them. They were able to run the football, and they always stayed kind of ahead of the chains. And so that's what we got to do. I don't think they gave up a sack, maybe 1 that game. So we've got to eliminate negative type plays, and if we do that and stay on schedule, then we'll be in pretty good shape.
Getting more receivers involved in this game, this last game. Noah, Mike Williams. What was? I know that was something that you wanted to do. What was it a product of? Was it those guys? Was it Adrian? Was it the play calling?
A little of everything. Trust. Putting them out there, understand that they're going to make a play. Adrian going through his progressions. Early on we wanted to get Cunavai a reception, and so we, second or third or fourth play, we had him run a quick out, and he was a primary target, so it was good to get the ball in his hands. And all those guys worked hard in practice. They did again this week. So we got to keep guys fresh. We got to keep guys healthy. It's going to be a long season, and so I've got to have trust in those guys that when their number's called, they're going to make a play. And so you'll see a similar rotation. I want guys to play fast, so it may be 3 plays and you're out. But those 3 plays, you better be going 100%, full speed, and not leaving anything on the table.
Troy, you stressed how important and effective running the ball is.
Yeah.
How much is that magnified on the road?
Anywhere you play, it's important. You can't drop back and throw the ball 40, 50 times and be successful, especially against this pass rush. These guys that get after it, we've got to be able to slow them down by running the football. And it's imperative on the road, run the football, take the crowd out of it. Anytime you can run the football, you kind of establish your identity. You kind of set the tone with what you're doing, and so that's going to be paramount that we come out and we establish the run early.
Does that kind of thing keep momentum in a second half situation, say, where you have a lead like in Colorado?
It does, because it's going to eat up some clock. And then when you wear teams down, it's the run game that's going to finish them off. And so our guys understand Colorado. We just weren't up to par in terms of the third quarter and finishing, but the guys have done a great job responding. just as an offense, coming back from that Colorado, we were down. They had a great week of practice last week and showed resilience coming out and beating a good Northern Illinois team that did a lot on defense. I mean, they came out first series and gave us a defensive front that we weren't expecting. And the guys made adjustments, and it just shows the type of character we have on offense and on defense, this whole team, and how we responded from a tough defeat and had a good showing last week.
That last, drive before the half,
Yeah.
I just moved
Yeah.
down the field. I mean, what did you notice inside there? Is that something that I guess can be replicated, throughout the game?
Yeah. I mean, it was 40 seconds left, I believe, under a minute left, and we went down and were able to score, able to score a touchdown. So it shows our explosiveness. It shows, when we play with tempo, when we play with pace, when we execute, that it should only take 3, 4, 5 plays to go down and score. So great confidence booster. It definitely showed us what we're capable of. And if we get in that situation at the end of the game and we're behind, we should have confidence that we can go down the field and get the points needed to win the game.
Was it something that the other team was doing, or did you give more range to Adrian, I guess,
No, we did what we did. We have some 2-minute plays where, some plays that can get out of bounds, they can get some chunk yardage. They weren't necessarily in a prevent defense. They were doing what they did, but we just executed. And we executed a 2-minute drill to perfection, and Cunavai made a play at the end, and we that's a momentum builder. Going into half, scoring a touchdown, that's what we need. So great confidence if we get in that situation again at the end of the game, if we're down, that we'll go down and we'll put the points up needed.
You mentioned getting wide receivers in. You got Darian Chase
Yeah.
in the game. How do you think about those guys, the freshmen, in terms of red shirts and how to kind of use them?
Yeah, we try to look at the big picture, and we kind of project if we're going to need them more than 4 games. We want as many freshmen to play in those 4 games that are ready. Some guys, we're going to need them more than 4 games. And so we just kind of go game by game and kind of see. But in the big picture, we're just trying to figure out the big picture where guys fit. And we don't want to burn a kid's red shirt and play him sparingly and waste a year. So, that's a daily talk that we have as a staff, and just trying to figure out what's in the best interest of the team and in best interest of the young men.
You guys didn't commit a penalty on offense. How much pride do you take?
Great pride, tremendous pride. This offense, if we execute and guys are on the same page and we're playing fast and with fundamentals and details, not beating ourselves, then we're pretty good. And then that's a good sign with no penalties, and we got to continue on the road. We hadn't won on the road since Coach Frost, since we've been here, so that's a challenge. And we've got to make sure that we're ready to go, and had a great week of practice. And penalties are big on the road, right? If you get behind the chains with penalties, it's tough to win. So we got to continue that momentum and be disciplined team and not create those penalties and also not turn the ball over.
You guys were in 12 personnel, a
Yeah.
little bit more
Yeah.
Last week. Was that purely necessitated by what NIU was doing, or is that
Yeah.
something that you can take?
Yeah, more and more what they were doing. We were in Falcon 3 wides. They were kind of giving us all a lot of different looks up front. We got in the 12 personnel, Hippo. They kind of settled down a little bit, and so we felt it was a good advantage, good matchup getting in 12 personnel. So we're able to get in and out of personnel. We're able to change on the run, on the fly, depending on what they give us, and that's a luxury to have when you have 2 good tight ends that can stretch the field in the pass game, but also create seams in the run game. So.
I know you guys talked in the spring and then in the fall about playing more of a 2 tight end. Is that something that can be a benefit once you get in the Big Ten play, to have an extra blocker that could also?
Yeah. Anytime we can change up personnel, we want to gain an advantage with personnel. So our tight ends are able to put their hands in the ground and line up in heavy personnel, so to speak. They're also able to spread out, flex out, and be in more of a spread look and run routes. So we're definitely going to utilize 2 tight ends and the different formations that come about being in 2 tight ends and try to create mismatches on the defense. All right, guys, appreciate it.